I forgot to unmute my microphone, so we're just gonna go straight into this. I made that scene, but everything was muted. My bad. Let me set this stuff here up. Scripts. Let's go with 11:45. Start, close. There we go. Yeah, one day I will get around to remembering to unmute my microphone at the start of streams. But whatever. Welcome in. Let me get other stuff here set up. So what I was saying is I did make a boo-boo. I went to hit a super scroll, because I usually use a super scroll on streams. But I accidentally clicked the dog instead. So I popped an Odagor. My bad. Oh well, that means that you guys get to watch me actually use resources today, because I'm not going to waste an Odagor on regen alone. Let's get right in though while I'm getting everything else set up here, so we're not wasting too much time. Good morning, Scropia and Essa. Welcome in. Watch, I'm gonna lose everything now too, so I don't even get any use out of the Odagor. Everything's so fast on this thing, I don't have time to set all my other stuff up. Pixel Wixel. I should really look at who I am going against more often, like who's on my list. I just click random people. Oh, look at all those NFTs, jeez. Today is the 23rd, right? I'm too busy typing all this stuff and everything, my auto is ending too quick. We're gonna wait till we get to Gauntlets to finish typing everything out. Popped an epic scroll and gathering 300 points in no time, alright. I think I'm only at about 400 materials right now, so today will be a day where I'm getting a lot more. And Derpy, 2 times today, I'll be giving away an epic adventure bag and 1,000 gems. And if I see Doom, I'll go against him. I usually beat him. I haven't even looked at my team. I don't even know. Scramble. He's using triple extort. That's... He has scramble though. I don't know if it stays on scramble or not. Looks like it does. But usually I wreck Doom. Oop, put our stat point in. And for this first giveaway, Essa was right on there. I've got them added to the wheel. All you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat, and I will add you to the wheel. Hop into Gauntlet, and while that's running, I can set up the rest of my stuff here. Whew. What is my... It's so much faster than I was expecting. I do need some mythics from here, so I'm totally fine if I have to run more of this. Okay. Pull up my giveaway winners here. Ooh, look at that! 10 materials in one run, jeez! That's wild. That's the most I think I've ever gotten. Okay, got all that stuff set up. Oh, I already got my fishing stuff. Let's look at the shop, because we always kind of skip over that. Cash packs. What's this midwinter pack? That's not bad. Rusty Rudolph. again, not horrible. I wouldn't buy him, but Throne Hunter. That's not horrible. That's not bad. That's 10 packs. You just have to run it right away. So that's not a bad deal. XXLs, Mythic Adventure Bag. There we go. I was like, where's the gem stuff? I did already buy this. It's an okay deal. It's not great, but it's okay. This is a pretty decent deal if you need it. The 4,500 gems for this many materials is awesome. I just don't need any of those materials. I'm not pushing into that box. And then 35% sales. That's it. Ooh. Okay. Let's come back over here. Opt an epic scroll. Kuzi, I have you added to the wheel. Oh, Derpy. You know what? People have some interesting hero tags. It's whatever. But to enter this, I need the whole hero tag, which has your name, the pound sign, and then that string of letters and numbers after it. So, for example, on mine, if you click here, you go to HT, I need this whole thing. That's how I know it's you. Hey, Delter, how's it going? Having a good day so far. Scropia, I have you added into the wheel, and Groggy, I absolutely am getting this familiar. This is one of the best tanks, like, you can get. Usually the event familiars, I'm like, yeah, I mean, after tier 15, you will never use that. This familiar is going to be good in late game D4s as well. That's insane. Like, that's just wild. What's this? Oh. Oh, okay, YouTube has like a super chat goal thing. That's kind of neat. Huh. Our goal today is 50 super chats, and I only count 100 and higher. That's insane. Why did they even give you that option? Okay, you're 1,000 points away from getting it. Yeah, it's super, super great. I can't view it while I'm in raid, but I'll pull it up after this, and we'll look at it. And Scropia, I'll go over what augments I think might be best for it. It's kind of a interesting familiar, like as far as those bonuses go. So we'll look at that real quick, and I need to pull up the Bit Heroes wiki for augments. So barrier. Okay. So if we look at the midwinter, ugh, it's gonna kick me out here, and I haven't clicked on him on this computer yet. Come on, there we go. 630, I'm not too far from it. He has 25% barrier and 30% chance to cleanse self. So the barrier itself is fairly high. You could go into barrier, but what I would recommend is going instead into like evade. So your evade augments are gonna be pretty wicked. I think I have some mythic evade on him. So you can get 15, you can get 45% evade just from these pumps. And then whatever the new chip is, there's a chip that lets you evade as well. I just don't know what it is. What am I doing trying to look on the wiki? We can just look here. Okay, where's the chips at? There's chips. Overheal, damage reduction, block chance, evade chance. There we go. So you can then get 20% plus whatever the modifier on that is. Um, eh, so yeah, you can get these get multiplied, right? You can basically cap evade with him as well. Is what I'm trying to get to. So like you could cap evade while also having what is it, 35% barrier, 25% barrier, and then 30% chance to cleanse. That's just insane. Like absolutely insane. Then for brains, you know, heal when you get hit, shield when you get hit. The like just regular tank brains are what you want on him. He is probably going to be my absolute #1 tank. I'm going to use him over Tetheus most likely. You have 1,200 gems saved. It depends on what you need. Like, do you need a pet or an accessory? Because if so, go into that. If you need anything else, like it just depends on the sales. If you are willing to spend money, this $5 will double your gems, so you get 1,000 gems out of it, plus you get the cake gore. So I mean that's a pretty decent buy, which will bring you up to 2,200 gems. You also get this bonus here, so like if you're willing to spend $10, you get this. It's just not as good as the monthly orb. Yeah, both pets and accessories, both are rare. Okay, so Groggy, buy defensive pets to try and get into a legendary. Rares are like, they're not useless, but they're nowhere near as helpful as a legendary. You're gonna want a legendary for both your pet and your accessory. Chairbender, I have you added to the wheel, and as a reminder, all y'all have to do is put your hero tag into chat, and I will put you onto the random wheel to spin to win an epic adventure bag and 1,000 gems in about 31 minutes. And Groggy Cat, they are absolutely worth it. Most of the boxes sit at around a 3.4% chance of getting a legendary. So I know like the bigger boxes have a slightly better chance, but you also have to spend way more gems at the same time. In my opinion, it's not worth it, but it's absolutely worth it. I wonder if I can pull up a pet real quick. Oh, I can't just one-shot them. That's rude. Is it pets today? Yeah. So for these are offensive pets, but a rare 20% chance to attack for 48 to 112,000 when you hit an enemy. Whereas legendaries, it says 20% chance, but you can reforge it to be a 60% chance. Instead of it being when you get hit, when you hit, and when you have a turn, it'll be like 60% chance when you hit an enemy. So it's gonna proc 3 times as often at minimum. They're absolutely worth it, and then you use those to make mythics as well. So they are 100% worth it. There's no question. That's what you want to spend your gems on first. RM66, I have you added to the wheel. Welcome in. Blaze 420-0. Okay, so you're using the Arsenal set. You'll want the 4th one on there if you're going to use the set. Just because the 2/4 set is kind of useless. The 3/4 set is decent, not great. The 4/4 set though gives you extra damage up to 30%. So like that's on top of the 10. So your first hit against them is 40% extra damage. That's all. I would consider making this a legendary. Oh, you're in tier 10, not tier 9. Okay. Tier 10, I don't even remember what set's in there. You can get by with just legendaries. But this is the thing. So like you've got a good crit damage on there, but the rest of the bonuses are kind of meh. And then here's your pet is an 11% chance to heal yourself when you hit an enemy. So when you hit an enemy, only 1 out of 10 times you're gonna proc that, instead of 6 out of 10 times. That's the benefit of the legendaries, is they just proc way more. Ooh, I do not know how to pronounce your name, but TTS, I've got you on the wheel. And Duantron, yeah. Duantron, is your hero tag just Harazu? Hold on, let me. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got the right thing on there. Douchefur, I've got you added as well. You are all on the random wheel. Is it better to buy the mega accessory or mega pet egg to get? Yes. So double. I have a video on like how to spend your currencies. It's one of my more recent videos. Let me see if I can find that real quick. How long ago was that? Copy link. So double 115. That video there will kind of go over it, but yes, it is better to buy the big box first and buy one of them and then buy the others. You get slightly better chance to get a legendary out of the big box than the little box, but you have to spend that big amount of gems. It ends up not really being worth it. Hey Ratcheet, welcome in, welcome in. Hey Shin. And Ratcheet, I have you added to the wheel. Oh, Derpy, I do have you added on here. Brian God, AP412SF, you are added onto the wheel. Sorry if I didn't say that out loud. I'll get around to figuring out a better way to do the giveaways at some point. Ooh, you got 2 of the 5k gem. Yeah, I tend to only buy the one. I don't like to buy the big ones after I have already got an epic. I feel like once you do that, you're not getting a huge benefit, and you have to spend a lot of gems. And Lavi, I've got you added to the wheel. And Duan, I actually I never bothered to go for them. I was really against them making them when they first came out. So I just didn't go into those boxes, and the mythics are better anyways, so I just went straight from legendaries to mythics. Not my cup of tea. How do I go to? Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out how to use studio mode on Stream Elements real quick. How do I? Okay, I'm gonna hope that y'all can still see me, or see like the game, and not anything else. Where is my audio input? Yeti. Okay, there we go. That is fixed up now. Now, how do I get out of studio mode? There we go. Okay. Just wanted to fix that up real quick. Honson, I have you added to the wheel. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you are having a great Monday. Hope that whatever holidays you celebrate, it's right around that time for all the holidays. Hope it's a good one. And Red Sheet, yes, I am looking for a tier 13 mythic. Where's my thing? I need one mythic from this raid. So once I have one, I can move on to another raid. Manhung, welcome in. And I have you added to the wheel. Did I got everyone. Okay, everyone's added. Perfect. Kuzi, you have 5,000 gems. You have a legendary pet and accessory. Sorry, I didn't see that, chat. You can either buy this medium super energy crates or wait to see if there's a better one. This is a pretty decent deal. It's about 500 gems per resource, and then you get 2 super scrolls on top of it. That's the only thing in the shop that I've bought. So that's what I would spend my gems on. George, the grind is actually just started. I haven't popped any resources yet, just running off regen. So far, I got a pretty decent number of the event materials, which is one thing I'm looking for. Haven't gotten any mythics, which is whatever. I don't expect that to happen in regen, but we can always hope, right? Mega Beast, you are added to the wheel. Yeah, so I don't have my spreadsheet all the way updated right now, but I need 1 Trials Gauntlet Mythic and 3 World Boss Mythics from Tier 10. Then from Tier 11, I need 1 of each of those. Tier 12, I need 1 Trials Gauntlet and also 3,500 Legendary materials. Tier 13, I need 1 Rage and 3,300 materials. It's a lot of grinding. Groggy Cat, you are added to the wheel. Thank you so much for hopping in here. Hope there's gonna be a 45% discount on raids. I think it's gonna be 35. So, of course. If we go to here, shop, if we scroll down, all of these are at 35%. So I think that it's just going to be 35% across the board. If you want the higher discounts, you have to buy the bundles, like that mega energy crate for 35 or 3,000 gems. That's going to be like your bigger discounts. And that's why, like, if you want to wait to see if there's a better discounts or a better bundle, then you can, but those are going to be some of the better ones. And George, you are added to the wheel. We've had events in the past that have had up to like 50% discounts, but like they're really uncommon. Like I don't think we'll ever have another one. Oof, we're gonna be like power running through some world boss. After we use all of our energy, of course. Oof, look at all these runs. No mythics. Oh no, I didn't get mythics on regen. What am I gonna do? Ooh. I accidentally pop an Odagor. So I mentioned this earlier. I went to go hit the super scroll, And I was just looking at the Odagor and I was like, oh wow, I've got quite a few of those because I've got around 20 Odagors because I never use them. And while I was looking at it, I just like autopilot clicked it and hit yes. So I didn't mean to use an Odagor. I meant to use a Super Scroll, but here we are. Such is my life. Let's run some of this before we pop our other resources and see if we can get some mythics. How much do mega accessories cost? 6,000 gems? Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I never buy them, so. Their normal price is 6,000 gems. Right now, they're discounted to 3,900 though. So if you need off like any pets or accessories, this event is when to buy them. Like they don't usually get discounted that much. Hannah, you are added to the wheel. Welcome in. We're gonna do that wheel in just about 17 minutes. I'm gonna try and rush through this energy because I don't really. I mean, I need the familiars from here, but that's about it. I can always get those later. You know, I bet you I have enough legendary materials in tier 10 now. I'll absolutely have enough by the time I get the 4 mythics I need, but I only need 200 from tier 10. I guess while we're running this, I actually have some time to stop and breathe. I do want to do a quick, like, not really like shout out, but a quick plug for my memberships. There's a few members here. I have a couple people that have become members, a couple people who have won memberships, but I want to pull up members real quick. Is it under community? No. Is it under earn? Yes. Here we go. Memberships. I have 2 tiers of members. If anybody wants to become a member, I do have Knights of the Realm and Lords of the Realm. So where we go? There we go. I couldn't find the thing. Knights of the Realm is $3 a month if you wanted to join it. You get some loyalty badges, access to emojis, priority reply to comments, and you get a supporter-only channel on Discord. The Lords of the Realm is $5 a month. You get early access to new videos, and it's not like Knights of the Realm will get early access to some. Lords of the Realm get early access to all of them. You'll get member shoutouts, and also if I'm doing any sort of community games, you get you get to the front of the line to play with me. So if you're wanting to run World Boss, like sometimes I'll run public World Boss lobbies. If you are a member, you get priority on joining those. There we go. Felt like I needed to do that. Belkadi, you are added to the wheel for our very first giveaway. And Billy B, you are added as well. And George, yes, I have a couple videos. I have a familiar one that I'm working on right now for... Which invasion is it? I can't remember which invasion I'm working on now. Let me pull it up and look. I've got too many things open. There we go. Have I started? I don't know if I've started working on those familiars. Yes. The Turkey invasion is the next one I'm going to be doing. So that actually, I'm glad that I waited to do it because now with the changes to Invasion, I have some different things to say about some of these familiars. I'm also working on my Let's Play for We Love Katamari. The first one is out. I need to schedule my second one to come out. I'll schedule that here pretty shortly. It'll come out probably on Thursday, because I mean the second video's done, it just needs to be uploaded. And then I've got 5 or 6 of those videos effectively ready. I just have to like actually render them. Then I continue to stream other games, not just Bit Heroes, but also Katamari, Phasmophobia, Diablo, things like that. Hey Andy, welcome in, how are you doing? Hello Manny as well, welcome. It's Andy! Yeah, there's a lot with Bit Heroes. Luckily, Bit Heroes is like a 7 or 8 year old game at this point. Time is kind of a blur and doesn't work for me anymore. But I think it's 8 years now. There's a lot of content in the game. There's a whole backlog of content, and I tried to do a lot of really good familiars videos on what you might want to be looking at every single tier. The PvP video I did, just a heads up, that's a very niche build. Like it only really works in PvP, and you don't get access to it until tier 21. So just be aware of that. However, if you get a guild full of that build, you also become unstoppable in GVG as well. Manny, I've got you added to the wheel. Can I show what, Kuzi? The video? The PvP video? The build. So it's just my basic scramble egg build. Let me find... How long ago did I make that video? There we go. Copy link. It's Kuzi is that video. It's scramble egg all into power. And then, I mean, I suppose I can... So it's this here, scramble egg. I have Soul of Ascarium just because why not? Clover for the Soul of Ascarium proc, then Honor Pin. Then I go kind of all in on Evade just to proc this a little bit more. The whole point is to die though. Like I die and come back. Andy wants to know my thoughts on the new familiar. This is, it's one of the best tanks in the game. I haven't really looked at their stat spread. That might change my mind. But as far as bonuses, I can't think of a familiar that would necessarily be better. 25% barrier and a 35% chance to cleanse self. Like, I'm imagining also then stacking up evade or anything. It's insane having that 4/4 Perkunas set as the familiar. I imagine that's going to make a lot of the D4s a lot easier. Stat spread is like 50, 30, 20. That's not horrible. I'd rather have a little bit lower of power and speed to become more of a meat shield, but like honestly that's not horrible. The stat spread could be better. Otherwise it's such a good familiar. Most of the event familiars I'm always like, yeah, that'll get you through tier 13 or 14. This one I think people will use in tier 21 just fine. That's savage. You don't know how you feel about people not being able to get it? Yeah, I kind of agree with that. So I've had a lot of ideas that I've put forth to the development team, but none of them really got taken off. One of my ideas was every single event should have, or every event that has a familiar should have that familiar in it, like whatever. And I don't think that 2,000 materials is the right option. Like, I think that's way too expensive. I think that like 1250 would be fine, or maybe even like a gacha with 700 materials being the pull, and there's only two things. One is the schematic, one is the familiar. If you want both, you spend 1400. If you only want one, you can try your luck. Then I was thinking that there should be a gacha for, say, even just 1200 materials again for all of the previous familiars. And have it so it's got dupe protection, but if you miss it, you can grind later for it, would be my idea. But it's going to get expensive if you miss a bunch. If you're there for it, you can direct buy it. I would love that to be implemented. I know that one of the old project managers on the game, Ken Kongs, said that he wanted to do a portal for Expedition and Invasion because there's so many of them. So maybe like when Invasion comes up, it pulls up 3 or 4 invasions and you get to pick which one you run. But that never happened either. Belkadi, you should absolutely get the familiar. He's so good. Like, absolutely amazing. There's no reason to not get him. Like, if you have to spend your resources to get him. He will be worth it. And yeah, and you can get them free to play. I've gotten every single event familiar, and I've never really spent money. I've spent a few resources one time to go deep into some other boxes, but he's obtainable free to play. You just have to play the event, and like, especially over Christmas, there's a chance you wouldn't be able to play. Like, if you're traveling, you don't have good cell phone service, you can't really play the game, you're going to miss out on the familiar altogether. Yeah, it would be too nice if they were to do that. And Groggy, on that same currency video that I shared earlier, I talk about event materials as well, and how to get them and how to spend them. D4s are, resource for resource, the absolute best way to get them. Like, absolutely best way. If you're willing to go pay to play and you don't care about resources, then PvP is the best. McDonscape, welcome in. I've got you added to the wheel. If you guys have not entered into this first giveaway, all you gotta do is put your hero tag into chat, and I will add you to the wheel to win an epic adventure bag and 1,000 gems in just a little over 5 minutes. Itrium, you are added as well. I also haven't been paying attention. I think everyone here is eligible. Is it worth using a super scroll to farm event points? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would consider even popping a bigger boost and just running for a bunch of other stuff as well. Let's do some rapid fire world boss. Like, rapid fire. Here we go, here we go. And yeah, like, especially if you're running D4s, you might as well use something that'll give you speed and or capture rate. So Itrium mentions a capture tome, because I mean, really all you're going for there is familiars anyways. What do I think about Theodibius? Not as good as Olatus, who's not as good as Glarsas. Like, they're good, but they're not the best. And yes, George, you can get to tier 21 with just legendary familiars. I think you could probably get there with just rares if you were willing to push hard enough. Guild shop McDonscape will depend on what you need. I really like cosmetics, so I bought one of each of the pets and accessories just for the cosmetics. They're not good to use, except for Honor Cloud in really niche situations. But then, like Zeals are probably your best bet. Stingy about Bitgors. Groggy, do you wanna see how many Bitgors I have? I have a few Bitgors. Since I never really have the time to push really hard. I have where's Bitgors? I have 76 Bitgors. And I don't buy the not PvP. I don't buy the ones in the event either. Thank you so much for subscribing, Double. I appreciate you. Welcome. Welcome to the community. I have a Discord that announces videos. If there's ever like a stream I'm not going to be able to make, I announce it on there as well. Lars and Eularius, definitely enough to get to tier 21. And yeah, George, don't stress about familiars. Like, they come as they come. I really don't like grinding for familiars specifically because they are so RNG based. And Eularis is amazing. Eularis uses a cheese strategy where you just go big on deflect, and then you don't really ever beat the flag yourself. You have the flag beat itself, and if you don't like beat the flag, you just run in and do it again until eventually you get enough deflects in a row that you win. It's a really cheesy strat, but it works. Red Skull dungeons are just significantly harder. There's a few that I haven't beaten yet either. If I were to really sit down and try, I probably could, but they're difficult. And the higher you get, the more difficult they get. Starting with tier 7, tier 8. Tier 8 was the first one. They get like exponentially harder. And Jello is like the best deflect familiar ever. Dabasa is even better, but they're way too expensive. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna do the giveaway after I finish this little pack of 18 Zeals left is when our first giveaway will be done. If you haven't entered yet, all you need to do is put your hero tag into chat and I'll add you to the wheel. Demeter is a decent one. For some reason, Demeter just doesn't seem as good when he's your familiar as he does when you're going against him. Like, I struggled when I used Demeter. Come on, let's get a mythic. And mythic familiars really are, like, once you get to tier 21, that's really what your grind is at that point, is mythic familiars to like eke out that extra 2 or 3%. Yeah, Kuzia did +5 Demeter, just because Demeter went into something else. Thunwolf, I think. What did Demeter go into? I remember making Demeter. Hold up, we're gonna push this giveaway back just a second so I can... What? Oh, I made Demeter on an alt. That's right. Yeah, I made Demeter on an alt and just never really liked him. That alt was an NFT that no longer exists on my, well, no longer on my account. Quanar, I've got you added to the wheel. Nub, I've got you added as well. Hello, Ewan. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, we got 2 more of these, then we will start the wheel. Okay. So let me get this started here. We got lots of entries. Ooh, Lost from Light, let me add you as well. Okay, no more entries. We have the wheel on here. Everyone's name is on there in the order that I received them. If you don't see your name, you gotta let me know right this second. Avidom, you haven't missed it yet. We just started. We're gonna go ahead and shuffle these up so they're not in any sort of order. And let's spin the wheel. I hope that you win. I hope that somehow or another Bit vs. Andy ends up on this wheel and wins. I don't know how it would happen, but I hope it does. Avidom, there's still one more giveaway after this, so don't you worry. Is it cool? No. Is it gonna go all the way to Billy? Oh, Billy B! Okay, where's my giveaway list? Congratulations, Billy, congratulations. Let me add you onto here. Billy B, you are added to my giveaway tracker. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Congratulations, Billy. Now, I don't think you've ever won before, so I wanted to briefly go over this with you. I am not the one that sends these out. I'm going to be sending this list of the winners to the community management team at Congregate, and they will send it to you. I don't know if it'll get sent today because of the holidays, but if you do not have it by next Monday, my next stream, let me know, and I will bother people until it happens. Please give it away. Or please give it a minute to get in there, up to a week. I will bother people if it doesn't get in there. I check on how the progress for them, and it looks like they're a few days behind right now. But please give it some time to get in there. Then you are only eligible to win once every 30 days on my stream. So you'll be eligible again on January 22nd. You can still win on streams such as Bit vs. Andy, who has popped in here as well. And you can win on World Eater, you can win on Pixel Toast, you can win on all of those. You can win once every 30 days per content creator. So congratulations, Billy. Congratulations, congratulations. Let's get back to more World Boss. Rapid Fire World Boss. Okay, Belcotti was bamboozled. Oh no, you're Billy Boozled. So Avidom, I will get hero tags from whoever wins the number guessing giveaway. Which, speaking of, I need to update this. There we go. Next giveaway will be in 55 minutes. It's number game. I will get the hero tag just from the winner on that one, and I'll explain those rules once we get a little bit closer. And Cronoir, I did have your hero tag on the wheel for that one, but the next one is not the same. It's a number game. You have to actually be in here in order to win that one. Avidom, I'm not sure. So I have everything like set pretty decent. I do have it at like 12 megabits per second, which is higher than recommended. That might be it. But I do have stream elements set to ultra low latency. All right, so I'm going to set a super chat goal. Y'all don't have to, like, I'm not expecting anyone to super chat. I just want to know what this actually looks like. So I've set it to, our goal is 1 super chat. So please, like, don't worry about getting to it at all. I just want to see what it does. Your goal is live. That's all we got. Okay. So I don't actually see anything on my screen. That's kind of annoying. Okay, let's go through chat here. What is the best legendary set or mythic? It really depends on your role. So like best set is probably Witch'em. Probably for either of them. Like Witch'em is still a pretty good set. It's just, you have to go in as a tank instead of a DPS. Firent is probably the best DPS set. Mythics tend to be something that you slot in to complement a set. So by themselves, they're not necessarily better. Like a one set piece versus one mythic piece, the mythic will always be better. But like a 4-4 set piece, 4 out of the 4 sets versus 4 mythics, the set will almost always be better. So it really depends on your build. I should make some videos on builds. I just don't have all the gear to make them, so I can't really show them. And even the new event familiar is one of the best tanks in the game, if not the best. Like, he's so amazing. like, absolutely insane. What it means, it's gray, you can't change the quality. Huh. I'm not really sure, Abaddon. Is evade better than block on Googie? Probably. Evade is just generally better, and the fact that you can get evade to 70, like I think almost capped out, if not fully capped out, is insane. On top of the 45% or 25% barrier, which is amazing. And you can get higher than 42% evade. With pumps you can get to 45% evade, and then you can get a chip that adds like 20% evade as well, or it might even be 30% and hit the cap. It's pretty awesome. So that'll probably be what I end up doing, is going into evade and then just live my best life. Oh, yours aren't perfect, Abaddon. That's fair. That's fair. The mythic chip is 15%. No, it's higher than that, isn't it? Hold on. Chip augments. Oh, it is only 15. I mean, that still gets you to 60% evade, which is pretty awesome. Why did I think that it was... I don't know why I thought it was higher than that. Oh, it's because Witch'em is higher than that. Witch'em is the one that's 30% evade and minus. Okay. That's what I was thinking of. 100% block and 40% barrier is also pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of like what D4s having just insane barrier would be at. Like, I feel like a D4 where you're having to worry about shock stacks, barrier would just be so strong in that. So that's why I am probably gonna YOLO some pumps, see what I can get as far as evade. If I can get 3 evade pumps, I'll be happy. Then I'll have to YOLO some chips. I don't have any mythic chips because I never bothered to craft a single one. But I've got enough materials, I can do it. I just want some world boss mythics. There we go. There's 5 packs. Didn't test ancient D4s with Googie. Yeah, so it's going to depend on the D4 itself and what your build is. Like me, I would only use 1 because I'm a tank right now anyways. So I don't need 3 tanks. But once you get D4s where they start applying stacks like shock and combust, ooh, game over for that cleanse. And then the barrier is also just going to be wow. Yeah, and he absolutely won't return, like Itrium just mentioned there. He's not coming back. So, get him, whether you think you'll use him or not, because he's really, really good. So, it's better to have him and not need him than need him and not have him. And he's really cheap to make too. Like, so he's one of the best tanks in the game, if not the best. Cost though, like when you compare like cost to cost, he's absolutely the best familiar in the game. Probably the best investment in the game. Like you're not gonna find any familiar better than him for that cost. You're not gonna find any gear better than him for that cost. Like he's so good. Ooh, congrats, Avedon. Raiju, I know that Raiju is not as strong as some of like the later sets, but I love Raiju, especially with Kaijin tier. Like it's just insane how like fun that build is. That was the first time where I was able to start using an offensive pet instead of a defensive pet because of Kaijin tier. And I feel like I'm gonna get Carpal Tunnel from Rapid Fire World Boss, and I still don't have a mythic yet, and I need like 3 of them, I think. What do we need? Where's tier 10? Yeah, I need 3 of them. Honestly, Avedon, I would consider it. See how it does. Because Totrio does shield too, if I remember right? So you might lose out on a little bit there, but with Kaijin tier, you're doing a whole lot of healing for yourself. You won't do any healing for your team though, so be aware of that. What do I think about Googie versus Kimusaba? Here, let me pull up Kimusaba real quick. Sorry, on my spreadsheet, so y'all don't get to see. Kimusaba, where are you at? Right here. So Kimusaba has 35% barrier, 20% damage reduction, and 20% air damage reduction. What is going on? There we go. Sorry, there's an ad playing on my screen. So he's got more mitigation, but he doesn't have cleanse. And cleanse is like the thing. So he's different. Not necessarily better or worse, but he's different. However, Kimusaba is so much more expensive. Like way more expensive. So I think that in just like a straight up battle, Kimusaba will eke out Googie. But you can fully stable Googie before you're even halfway done getting one Kimusaba. That's, yeah. Is every mythic strong? No. Absolutely not. So, like, Rombolio's not that strong. That's, I don't even know who that is. Wallog. Stratos sucks. Forbin sucks. Grandpa Hef is okay. Kaleido's okay. Astomus is good, but way too expensive. Rignius is not bad. I don't even know what that is. Ignatus is good. Frestier's okay, but got outclassed pretty quickly. Vetalumbus is meh. Zordongon is okay. Unaku is okay. Kimusaba is really good. Kazulim is good, but not as good as Lurky. Sunamog is amazing. Volthai is really good. Sinonix is okay. And Roosferaka is pretty good. Like, there's not a lot that makes them much better. It's just, some of them are like, they just needed to make a mythic, so they made one. I would never farm for Forbin, ever. Or Stratus, either of them. Or Wallog. Wallog was really good way back in the day, but still wasn't as good as Walcom. And now they're just worse. Event mythics are hard to make because you need to farm a lot of event materials. Yes. And they're usually not good enough to justify it. Excavator is really good. Excavator will wreck Witcham. Like, absolutely destroy it. And can do pretty good against Scramble as well. Yeah, Sinonix, like, I avoid DPS that have recoils. I think that a DPS having a recoil is dumb. Now, a tank, I get it, because it procs their stuff. It's actually beneficial. But Sinonix, you know, Quad Strike, Empower, Recoil is going to kill him. Like, he's going to one-shot himself. Absolutely not worth it. Like, you only want to use him on manual for that reason. Tank sets, starting with Say White in, that's tier what, like 13 is pretty good, or 14, something like that. So it's really good. Earthen Might is pretty good. Obliteration is really good. And that's tier 7 or 8. Witcham is tier 17 and is the best tank set in the game. And Clover will work with everything except for your pet. And there's a couple other things that will say does not interact with it, but if it doesn't specifically say that and it's not the pet, it'll work. And Clover is by and far the strongest item in the game, if you were curious. I just realized that my, sorry, I was just looking at Itrium having that member icon next to them, and that was a gift membership for me finishing my PhD, and it just made me think, I still don't have that degree yet. It's still listed as in process. It's really annoying. I've done all the graduation, I've finished everything, my dissertation is published. Ugh. And Billy, you will get a pop-up, like the weekly pop-ups that happen from like your PvP rewards. You'll get one of those with your epic adventure bag and 1,000 gems. If you're not sure if you got it or not, you can reach out to me and I can pull up a list of who's gotten theirs and who hasn't yet. And Derpy, what brain do I recommend for Olatus? Probably spread and heal team when you get hit. Man, World Boss is not being kind to me. I'm not getting event materials or mythics. Oof. So this will be what? This is 5 packs here plus 3, so I'll be at 8 packs once I finish this run here. Plus the regen, so right around 9 packs. Oy, oy, oy. For my very last world boss mythic for Starweave, it took me 30 packs to get it. I was livid. Absolutely livid. They were all on a Odagor too. 90 energy packs, you can finish it. Yeah, I'm not worried about finishing the familiar for me. Like, I will get it. I'm super low on energy packs as well. I've only got around 400, but I'll get there. I don't want to use any more, so I don't want to dip under 400. There's a mythic rabid skeever. Nine of 15 elements, yeah, for polygraphs. I wouldn't bother with Elementarium, I'm not gonna lie. Thank y'all so much for the grats. Elementarium was the first ancient that I crafted, and it's really good until about tier 15, and then it's just kind of garbage. Like, it makes me sad that it's just sitting in my inventory, not doing anything. Okay, we're almost done here. Let's... I think I only got the one, but what if I was going too fast? Yeah, red sheet's right there. If you're going to be camping a lower tier, it is worth it. Okay, upgrade. Then let's melt, and let's go ahead and melt some of this stuff too. There we go, let's just melt that. Oh, it's not gonna do the thing. There we go. So I got one more of those. Only need 2 more world boss mythics. Look at me go. Hooray. Tier 21 attainable within less than a year. If you're willing to spend, yes. If free to play, no. I don't know if you could do it free to play. That would require a whole lot of RNG. It's just like, I saw one person that got to tier 3 before reaching level 10. It's possible, but that means he had the most giga RNG of all time. I think 6 months of just running regen, odds of you getting to max tier is effectively 0. If you're gonna also be getting like all these events, that's a different story, but 8 months, still had to have some really good RNG on that, or just use cheese strats the whole way. That's possible, I guess. And these events, all the events do kind of skew my perception, because I was doing it all without events, so like you can get a lot of really good resources through the events themselves. Yeah, and iTrolf is amazing. Yeah, so I've never run an alt that has any event familiars. Mostly because my alts were NFTs, so like you can only get the event familiar once per account, which I thought was a kind of a garbage thing, but Is Thunmolf worth it as a late game bait? Yes. I really like Thunmolf. I know that he's not used as much, but Thunmolf synergizes with Lurky so well. Like, so well. It's kind of wild. I think they were made for each other. They came out around the same time. They're both shock. Like, they're really, really good together. Yeah, and Ignatus Ra is wild. You know, they're good, but man, they're a grind. Pretty much everything in this game is a grind, though. I mean, like, you're sitting here watching me like just repeat click over and over and over again. I wonder how many event materials I have now. Hold on, let's... $813. I've only gotten 200 today. Oof. Let's go into the guild hall. Change of music. Tetheus, Thunmolf, and Lurky is a phenomenal team. Like, absolutely phenomenal. They're all top tier. And Tetheus is a long grind, but overall really not that bad of a grind. In order to get 2 of them, you have to get 420 Coraliner, and that's the gate. Like, the other familiars you have to get aren't that bad. Come on, what if I got a double mythic drop? That'd be great, right? And yes, Groggy, always use the the ancient dungeons, even in like tier 1 and 2, those are fine. You get the most currency per resource spent. Oof. Haven't bothered farming for the familiar. Yeah. I was kind of lucky. I already had like 12 Guga rims or whatever, so I only have to farm a few. I think I've got 14 or 15 right now. Avidom, you want me to look at your stat spread? What's your hero tag? Put your hero tag into chat and I will look it up. Oh, it's just straight up Avidom. Okay. So I can't remember early on, like that at this point, what your health should be. I feel like your health should probably be a little bit higher, but I could just be totally off base. Make sure that your health is higher than Glarstas. And then once it's higher than Glarstas, this looks about right. So if you need to add any health, then at that level it's kind of whatever. In tier 13, you don't want to go as all into speed as you do later on, but I guess you've got shock on your thing, so you do want to. Ours is around 2300. Yeah, you're fine then. You may even, if Glarsdos is at 2300, you may even want to see if you can drop down to like 2550 or 2600. You want to be able to take 1 or 2 hits before going beneath Glarsdos, because once you go beneath Glarsdos, you're the bait, and that's bad news bears. I'm clicking faster than the game wants me to click, so I'm like mashing on my mouse right now. Come on, Mythics! A good set to clear. Are you talking about Zone 12 or Tier 12? Because they're different. Zones are always 1 tier behind. If you're talking about Tier 12, I would do Camo. If you're talking about Zone 12, I would do Raiju. Or if you wanted to go like insane out of the box, you could do Icarus. Icarus is a really strong healer set. Tier 12, use Camo. Like, you can just up tier a couple pieces of Camo and you'll be fine. I'm about to level up. Yeah, or just the 2 legendary pieces. Just something to give you a little bit more TS. But Camo is really, really, really strong, so might as well use it. Yeah, George, that's what I was saying. If you were talking about Zone 12, that's Tier 13, at which point, like, you can use Raiju. Wait, no it's not. Zone 12, you'd still be in Tier 12, trying to get through the zone. Once you finish the zone, then you're in Tier 13. I'm dumb, don't listen to me ever. Yeah, and Camo is going to be the raid set from Tier 11. Wait, what? Camo with Requiem. Oh god, I remember that build. That build was like Nuke City. More. Two-tone? Their build sucks. Two-tone cowbell. Tier 13, their camo. Their promise. promise. Heal the first teammate back to full. That's not horrible. Elementarium's nice. That's not bad. No, Avidom, I'm going to forever assume that Two-Tone is your guild leader now. Level 3 has just a couple commons on, or uncommons. Is it uncommon? Common. He has like 8 different builds. Oh, Itrium, I forgot to check. Did you get access to the members only VIP section on Discord? Hey, another mythic. Look at me go. We only need one more. Where are we? One more mythic. Let's go. Making Rombolio. And a level up. After these zeals, we will run some energy real quick. Actually, nah, we won't. We're not going to do that. I'll run energy later off stream. So I'm in this chat and it's not showing you. Is it under integrations? Huh. Hold up. Hold up. Why is this not? Why does it only show me? Be Derek in Discord. It's got streamer mode on, so I can't see anything. Why is it not? Server settings, integrations, YouTube. Huh. Why is it not syncing with y'all? Because there should be 5 of you guys that have it. Okay, I will... Oh, yes, Itchroom, you have to link your Discord to your YouTube. I think that's what it is. Because it shows no one, and I know that Andy and World Eater aren't members anymore. But there's 5 of y'all that are members, and it doesn't show anyone on there. The bird mounts. I have one of those. This one. I have got the purple one. It was kind of annoying that they had them all as like individual rewards, so there's 0 chance to have all of them. And Rachit, the speedrun events, the last like 5 or 6 tiers, when they would release a tier, the week or 2 leading up to it, they would do a speed run where you had to make a brand new account and see how far into the game you could get within 2 weeks. And so like they'll have different categories, like people that spent money, people that didn't spend money, various other milestones that you would get. They were pretty cool. The most recent one was a hardcore speedrun, which didn't work out the way that they were hoping and the way that I was hoping, unfortunately. The idea was once you died, you were done, but the game was having trouble understanding when people died or not. So, it didn't quite work out the way I was liking. I wish that the devs would implement a hardcore game mode though, which would be pretty cool. And it could even just be like roguelite version where, you know, once you die, you're reset back to level 1 in tier 1, but you keep all of your accessories and stuff. All right, there you go. Okay, so you just have to scoot your thing in there. I was wondering why it wasn't showing you there, because there's a, if I remember right, Jason gifted 5. But yeah, I would love that. Like anything that you spend actual money on, like your pets and accessories and resources, keep those, but everything else gone. I think that'd be a really fun game mode. Like I would absolutely play that more than this. And McDonscape, I'm grinding for Polychromatic Blaster right now. In tier 10, I need 1 more World Boss Mythic and 1 more Trial and Gauntlet Mythic. Then I'll be done with tier 10, which is great, and I can move on to tier 11. I just need 1 more Mythic. Atrium, thank you so much.
Atrium super chatted $2.
Oh, it didn't give you, it didn't say like what you were saying? Did it just, if you put a message, I don't see it either, and I'll just say whatever you wanted me to say. But thank you so much, I really appreciate that. Just a donation, thank you, I do appreciate that. Now your name gets to be on the screen until whenever the next thing. Jason was up there for like 3 weeks. But I appreciate you. I'm gonna say I appreciate you and thank you a lot. I'm originally from the Midwest, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm gonna say thank you so much, but thank you, thank you, thank you, I appreciate it. That's super nice, Idri. I am looking at my next stream. I'm gonna try to stream on Thursday. I won't be able to stream tomorrow, and I'm obviously not streaming on Christmas. I do have some work that I need to get done that I've been putting off. I actually have a really awesome thing that happened to me at work the other day, which I guess we can talk about that. But I've been putting off work, so I need to do that. I work at a university. I'm a professor there. Get paid like garbage, but that's just normal. I get to do what I love. I am actually one of the few nominees for the university's Teaching Excellence Award. So I'll find out if I won that in a couple months, but I have to put together like a nomination packet. I'm super excited. Like this is the first semester that I'm actually eligible for the award, and I was nominated already, which is huge. Like I'm so like just over the moon. And I'm a doctor too. I have a shirt that says, "Relax everyone, I'm a doctor," and then like in smaller font it says "of education." Top elite. I wish I got paid like a top elite. Oof. So I teach at a university, and it's like it's the ivory tower. Like my tower is made of like toilet paper or something. It's not ivory. I'm younger than most of the people I work with. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm ancient here. I feel ancient. I feel old. I'm young enough that I can't relate to a lot of my coworkers, but I'm old enough that I have trouble relating to my students sometimes. My department has a fairly young person that works in it. Like fairly young, I think she's like 20, and they're doing a video that they made me record, and it's so, I was like, it has no like meanings. I start the video with, "Hey, what's up, Sigmas?" And I'm like, I don't know what this means. Yeah, 29. Once you hit 30, 30 is where I stopped like paying attention to how old I am. And so I'll have people ask me and I'm like, I don't know. And it makes me feel like they're judging me for not knowing my age. Oh, I thought that was another mythic. I got super pumped. Ancient tier. Do you know how many mythics it takes to make me? Got too many pinions, yeah. Pinions like are such a gate early game, but then you end up having so many that you just kind of quit caring about them. I don't know how many I've got. I'll have to look. Oh, there's my third mythic! Okay. Upgrade. Upgrade. Melt those. Okay. So now I should have 5 of those. Let's just scroll down to Poly real quick and check it out. Yes, okay, so I just need one more Trials and Gauntlet mythic. I need to do tier 11 world boss though to go ahead and use these. Can you do tier 11 in this? Yeah, we can. Let's just stay with Melvin. Groggy, I'm gonna be, if she turns me down, I'll be like, hold on, let me go pop an Odagor. What about now? Can I have your number? Honestly, Atrium, the reason I'm running Melvin is I didn't really run it a lot when I was in tier 10 and 11, so why not? I don't have like any of the sets or anything, so I might as well get it for cosmetics. Like the tier 11 here, I don't think I ever got either of those. What set is this? Mystery, I don't have that set at all, so I might as well get some cosmetics. The familiars themselves are also pretty cheap to make. So, like Melvitron, I could make one of those just for the lulz. Okay, gauntlets. See, I don't have near as much of these. There we go. Now I can stop clicking for a second. Oof. Yeah, so when I was doing the tier 10 familiar video, I really took a good look at Melvitron, and he's honestly pretty good. Like, surprised me how good he was. And yeah, so like he takes more like fusion materials than the other mythics, but he doesn't take any other familiars, so you can just make him. So I've always liked Melvin for that. I'm not going to ever proc an EMP with my Voltice, because they're just wrecking everything at the beginning of their turn. I love it. You, when you're done wrapping presents, congratulations! I have a couple more presents to wrap still. I'm super excited for my son. I still have a Wii, like from way back in the day, and I'm giving him the Wii for Christmas, and it's gonna be his. Like, we'll play it as a family, but if he wants to play it himself, like, he can do that, it's his. And then he's really obsessed with like UPS and Amazon trucks and FedEx trucks and all that. And it turns out that they do not make a die-cast Amazon truck. So I bought like the Mercedes Sprinter van in dark blue, and we're gonna paint an Amazon logo on it, and that's gonna come from Santa Claus. And I'm super excited for him. Like, that's like the exciting part of Christmas for me right now. Is I'm so excited just for him. And Melvitron is a pretty sick looking familiar. He's got his own mount. Steampunk stuff is your weak spots. That makes sense. I like steampunk. Let's go. Let's just go ahead and use actual resources. I don't know why I'm afraid to use these. I could probably get through 2 tokens, 3 duffels. Yeah, I just gotta find the paint. I still haven't unpacked all that yet, so I may have to go buy like a paint pen or something if I can't find paint and a little brush. Or I can go, I used to work at a place that did customizing with paint pens, just have them do it. I know I've got 200, but like, look at this. I've got over 400 of that, so relatively, I'm low on resources for tokens. So this is the benefit of, I never really had a lot of time to play Bit Heroes doing my PhD and all of that. So I just have so many resources because I don't have time to use them. That's why I have almost 80 Bitgors and 20 some odd Odagors, and I think I have 3 Ultragors. I just don't have time to use them. I used one 6 months ago or something like that, and I just haven't had time to reuse them since. Okay, so while we're running this number game, our next giveaway that's in about 6 minutes, I'm going to have numbers 1 through 40 on the wheel, the same wheel we used for the last giveaway. As usual, when I put start into chat, you'll have 1 minute to make a guess. Everyone gets 1 guess. If you guess a number that's already on the chat that's already been guessed, I'll let you guess the second one. I'll let you know who guessed first because we're going by what's on my screen. It's going to be whoever is closest to the random number without going over. So if there's only you and me guessing, you guess 10, I guess 35, and it's 34, you still win because 35 is bigger than 34. Price is Right rules. Man, I'm getting way more materials from this than I was from World Boss. Trials Gauntlet is so boring. Like, another suggestion I had made, but they just never did it, was I wish that I could run. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Alright. Upgrade. Melt. Let's go ahead and melt some of these as well. Okay. Oop, passed it. Here we go on stream. I want to do main hand first. Let's go. Reforge. I don't know why that was all set that way. Oh, why is it not typing? Got polychromatic. Let's reforge it to our offhand for the cosmetics. Then we'll upgrade it. Okay. Now to reforge it again up to the next tier, we need 1 world boss and 1 trial gauntlet. Yes, the big part is done. So now we can jump up. So my thought was, yeah, I've got a lot of other stuff. I'll go through that in a second here. Like I wish I could run like level 25,000, but get tier 11 items. Like I don't want to be able to run like 3,000 and get tier 21. I just want to be able to run higher difficulties and still get gear from the lower tier, because like I'm running all this, I'm not getting any points really. So like I'm not getting anything for the weekly rewards. Okay, so these are all zeros now. Okay, so once I complete tier 11 TG and world boss, I can go straight to tier 12. I'll need 1 TG to go to tier 13, 1 raid to go to tier 14, then 1 TG to go to 15, 1 TG and world boss go to 16. Tier 17 I can just skip. I mean, I'll need some legendary materials, but I can just skip that tier altogether. Same with tier 18, 19, 20. Okay, so yeah. Once I get it to tier 17, all I need is legendary materials. I don't need mythics after that. Most of your friends use ultras to go from tier 10 to tier 21. Ultras, they're I feel bad with Ultragors because I feel like I need to be like running it. Like I feel like I need to do all 12 hours and that's just not healthy. So I don't do it. Giveaway is in 1.5 minutes. I'm gonna be still running this in the background even while the things are going because I've got a lot of these tokens to run. And McDonscape, I'm only going to get the hero tag from the person who wins. We're going to be doing number game. Once I say to put your number into chat, you're going to guess what number it's going to land on. And in order to try and get it so that everybody is the word I'm looking for. Everybody isn't getting ads while I'm spinning it. There we go. I'm going to run an ad while you're guessing. That should let you still chat. Man, Itrium, sorry. I just saw like the goal reached because I had goal of 1 super chat. Thank you again. I truly do appreciate it. I do this as like a hobby thing. It's outside of my job. I don't ever want this to be my full job. And I appreciate you doing the super chat. Oh, okay, so giveaway time. Let me set up the wheel real quick. Wheel of names on, interact. Oh, I didn't turn it on. There you go, now it's on. Okay, so as you can see, there's numbers 1 through 40 on here. When I put start into chat, that's when you can start making your guesses. 1 guess per person, so don't just go through and put all the guesses down. If you guess 20 times, I'm just going to make you disqualified altogether. I haven't hit start yet, so none of those numbers are counting. I'm doing it at a specific time so that I know when to stop it and take a full a minute here. So we got about 10 seconds before I hit start. 10 seconds from what it is right now. And then once I hit start, I'll run an ad. So there we go. Go ahead and start. We'll run an ad, so hopefully everything will be done. Where's my ad thing? Here we go. So hopefully the ads will be done by the time everything is all said and done. Let's go back to chat. Itrium, your 23 came through second, so you can guess the second one. Ewan got 23 first. Looks like everyone else is good. So what? So I'm looking at the message directly above yours, Itrium. There, E1 has 23 after I said start. So if you want to be entered, you do have to guess another number. Steel Dark's 23 doesn't count, but E1's does. Okay, so you've got 25. Oh, I totally went over because I was busy. There we go. And yeah, Itrium, yours on your screen is probably first because it's gonna show yours like as you sent it. That's why I just go off of my screen. Abaddon, you said you had 28. Oh yeah, Abaddon, go ahead and guess another one. I'm fine with that. And then let's go ahead and randomize the wheel so the numbers aren't all next to each other, and spin it. Here we go. Guessing is already closed, so no new guesses. I'm allowing Abaddon to do a new guess because get your guess in quick though, Abaddon. Because Abaddon had a guess already. Okay, we're spinning. We're spinning. Okay, where are we gonna land? Where are we gonna land? Good luck, everybody. Where's my stream elements? Are we gonna get to 21? Or are we gonna stay on 31? Ooh. Oh my god, guys, it's another bamboozle. 31. Let me see. Cronwar got 33. Hansen is at 32. Did someone guess 31? Nobody guessed 31. Not that I can see. So, where'd they go? Hansen, I swear I just saw it. There we go. So Hansen, please put your hero tag into chat. It is, oh wait, closest without going over. I'm dumb. It has to go the other direction. Other direction. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Whoever got 30, I saw 30. McDonscape. McDonscape. I was going the other way. it's McDonscape. Congratulations, McDonscape, with 30 when the correct number was 31. I don't know why I was going backwards. My life is crazy. McDonscape, please put your hero tag into chat. And I'm going to add just a few of these. We need tokens, right? Yeah. Gauntlets. Okay. McDonscape. Let me put you on my giveaway list. Alright, you're added on there. And in case you had missed, move that out of the way. In case you missed me talking about it earlier, I don't send these out. It is going to be sent out by the community management team. You're on the list for it now already. Please give it up to a week. It's the holidays, so it's normally done on Mondays, but I don't know if it'll be done today or not because of the holidays. So please give it up to a week. If it's not in there by next week, please let me know. They might get done before holidays. Who knows? If you don't have it by next week, let me know. And I'll start bothering people till you get it. You can also win once every 30 days. So you're eligible on my stream starting January 22nd. That is only on my stream though. So if you tune into Bitverse Andy or World Eater or join the official Discord and join Pixel Toast giveaways, you're eligible on theirs right now as well. You can only win from each of us once every 30 days though. There we go. I think I got that all taken care of. Ugh, I'm so pumped I got the polychromatic crafted today. Now I still need a decent amount of stuff. Like, I just need some mythics from this tier. Once I get to some further tiers along, I will need to get things like legendary materials. Like tier 12, I have 23 legendary mats, so I'm gonna have to really push on that. But Thursday Ultra stream. If I stream on Thursday, it will be a different game. I'm still deciding what to do for some of my other things. I put a announcement on my let's just do one of these on my Discord. No one voted on it though, so I'm just kind of like trying to figure it out. One of the streams I've been doing that's a little bit more popular than the other games other than Bit Heroes is Trading Card Game Shop Simulator, but I also have Supermarket Simulator, and it's a lot more polished, like a lot more polished and a lot more fast-paced. It's just overall a lot more fun to me, but you don't get to like pull card packs, which is kind of the fun part of that game. The downside of it though is you can only have one save. So like on my trading card game, I have an offline save, so if I'm wanting to play in the middle of the night or whatever. But on Supermarket, you've only got one save. So if I start a stream one, I have to give up all my progress. And I made a lot of progress recently, so I'm like, ooh. Imagine if I did a 12-hour stream on Thursday, though. Whew, that would be crazy. Yeah, Abaddon, so I'm usually not a big fan of simulators either. Like, normally the sim games, I'm like, meh. But, like, for some reason, these ones just, like, get me. Like, they hooked me somehow, and I don't know how. I worked retail for a long time. You'd think I would hate this game, but I love it. Go ahead and turn that off so it doesn't confuse anyone. So I need to decide if I want to continue on with trading card game or if I want to switch over to Supermarket Sim, which they just had an update too. Like, it's just a lot more. It's a lot more polished. Like a lot more. Or if I want to go ahead and continue with We Heart Katamari and record those. Last week I did a recording stream where recording parts of the Let's Play that are being released right now. I could continue on with that. If I do a 12-hour stream, you'll drop a big donation. So, like, it's tempting, but I think my wife would kill me if I did a 12-hour stream. So like I do, one of the reasons I stream at the time I do is my kids are at school or daycare. It's during the day, so evening time is family time. So I don't. She gets mad at 4 hours. I mean, yeah. Like, so you get it. You get it. Turn-based RPGs are awesome. Like turn-based person. I was obsessed for the longest time with Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Not the PlayStation. Like I tried playing the PlayStation one, and I was just kind of meh. The Game Boy Advance one, though, oh, I was obsessed with that. Like fully obsessed. Man, I'm happy I got polychromatic crafted. So I need to up tier that, and then up tier a couple other things. And then I can start really working on the next build I wanted to work on. Battle for Westnoth? Never heard of it. what world boss do I need? Let me pop another one of these. This will be the last duffel that we use today. I need tier 11, 12, 14, 15, and 16. I needed one mythic from each of those tiers. So it'll be fine. You'd love to sneak into, so reach out to me. At some point I will be running a Bitgore or another Ultra Gore, and it'll just be rapid fire. Happy to carry you along with that. Just reach out to me on like Discord or something to remind me every now and then. And next like Bitgore or something, same with you, Red Sheet. Reach out to me on the Discord. I'll try and put together maybe a stream where we're just running it rapid fire. Weekends usually are a no-go for me. But I might be able to do a Saturday or Sunday. It just probably won't be this one because of the holidays. If I do weekends, I'm usually on my tablet, so I'm a little bit slower because everything's touchscreen and all that, instead of where I can physically click here. And honestly, I'm gonna have about 2 hours left of my Odagor. If I didn't need to finish wrapping some presents, I would just have you, like, we would just do it off stream, but I'm gonna be wrapping presents, so I'm gonna be extra slow. Yeah, and that's, life is more important than the game, which is really like my thing. That's why I don't stream in the evenings, why I haven't done a 12-hour stream. I probably could like set up a coffee maker in my next to my computer and just go wild, but I just want to spend time with my kids. If you exit an enter world boss, it's like pressing refresh button, but instantly. Like that. I mean, yeah. Huh. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go into Gauntlet. When the wife's on vacation, we are planning on me being able to take a vacation at some point, because I haven't been on one in years, like where I wasn't also worried about other stuff. So if that happens, like we're thinking about getting like just me an Airbnb somewhere for like a week, not a week, like a weekend. If I do that, I'll bring my PC with me and just spend my entire time on the computer. Thanks for popping in, Avidon. I appreciate it. If you don't mind, hop into the Discord under announcements. I know you said you don't like the simulator games, but just vote for one. Make my choice easier. Make it easier for me to decide. Is it much of a vacation? So, when I say I haven't had a vacation, I've gone out of town, whatever, but since I've been doing my PhD, I've never been able to just like shut off my brain in multiple years. So, like, even just like over Thanksgiving, I was able to just wake up and not think about what I needed to write. Playing on the computer during vacation, I mean, yeah, that's a vacation to me. To me, vacation is just where you don't have responsibilities. Like, I'm a big fan of staycations, even. So, like, it's still a vacation to me. Like, I want to get, like, an Airbnb and get, like, paper plates and just order takeout every day and just not even have to worry about anything. That's my idea of a great vacation. All right, that's what we've got for today. It's 1 o'clock my time. I got to get to wrapping presents. Just really want to let go. I just want to not have responsibilities. That's vacation to me, is lack of responsibilities. I would love to, go to the beach or something, but that's not in the cards right this second. But anyways, that's what we've got time for today. I need to get to wrapping presents. I'll be playing on my tablet. If you guys want to chat, you can send me messages in game. I will still be here. I just won't be watching as much because I'll be doing that. Thank you everyone for popping in. Thank you so much, Itrium, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Congratulations to Billy B and McDonscape for winning the 2 giveaways today. As always, if you like my streams, like them. If you dislike them, dislike them. If you want more, hit that subscribe button or consider becoming a channel member. And I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.